Hey, what's up everybody? BDO44 coming at you in another video. Alright, so I'm considering, it depends on how the Lakers view Gabe Vincent's contract. 3 years, $10 million a year. Depending on how they view that contract, I may be willing to take on Zach LaVine from the Bulls if they're willing to throw in Alex Caruso and are willing to take Gabe Vincent's contract. Now, I don't know that the Lakers actually view Gabe Vincent's contract the way that I do, which is something that needs to go immediately. I don't know that they look at it that way. But with the wording going around that the Lakers feel like they're doing the Bulls a favor if they take Zach LaVine's contract, that tells me that they want the Bulls to do more than just match salaries. They don't want just Rui, D'Lo for Zach LaVine. That's not what the Lakers want. They want the Bulls to make it worth their while. And in my mind, what I need gone is that contract. I need that gone. I don't want that on my books for 5 more minutes at all. And I don't want to wait till he gets healthy to move it either. If they're willing to take that contract, me personally, I'd be willing to do that. Only if Alex Caruso's $9 million is thrown in the deal. I need AC and LaVine. I don't want just LaVine. I need AC back. Now, if I'm a Bulls fan, I'm saying hell no, go to hell. But if I'm a Bulls owner and GM, I really need that 4-year, $40 million Zach LaVine off my books. I need that gone. I need that gone for a multitude of reasons. And Alex Caruso's a hell of a player, but you're rebuilding Chicago. Let's be honest. You're rebuilding. Nothing you're going to do going forward with Caruso is going to make him very happy. He would much rather be happy in LA playing for a championship next to Zach LaVine, AD, and LeBron James. So that's why I'm ignoring Chicago's needs as a fan base, and I'm going straight to the owner and I'm saying, you want that gone, right? Because from what I understand, the word that's being used in regards to Zach LaVine's trade market is barren. Meaning nobody in their grandmama has any interest in taking that contract at all but us, basically. And so, given the fact that that is the case, you should make it worth my while, and you should not see it as you bidding against yourselves, because we could walk away from that contract just like everybody else and leave you with it. So, yeah, that's what I'd be willing to do. Give me Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso. I will give you Gabe Vincent, Rui Hachimura, D'Lo to match the salaries, and probably Jalen Hood-Schifino to match the salaries. That's what I would do. I don't want to give up that much talent, to be honest with you. I don't want to give up Jalen Hood-Schifino in a deal like this, but you know, we can maybe get away with not giving him up and maybe giving away Jackson Hayes or something like that, and then have to throw in another contract, because we got some $2 million contracts. We got, you know what I mean? So it's just a salary thing. Jalen isn't necessarily just a must to throw in. We can find another way to get that done. But the point is, to match the salaries, it's going to take Rui, it's going to take D'Lo, it's going to take Gabe, and it's going to take $3 more million to make that happen. If we're going to take back that big old Zach LaVine contract and enjoy Alex Caruso's $9 million contract, which I would prefer throw in if I'm taking back that 40 mil. So that's why it's so much going out. You will deplete yourself of some depth, but there's ways of getting creative with a second trade. You can get creative and try to get some of that depth back in a different place. I personally don't want to give up this much tradable equity to Chicago just to bring back something that I really don't want that bad, and something else that I do that's only worth $9 million in Caruso. But to get rid of Gabe's contract, which in my mind I need to get rid of, like now, that will give me some incentive to maybe have them take it from me. So that's what I'm thinking, because I don't know that anybody else would take that Gabe Vincent contract. I don't think anybody's going to want that. And we're just going to be stuck with a player that's coming back from a knee injury, who's likely just going to come in and fill in a role, taking minutes away from players that I want him not to take minutes away from. Trying to prove himself to be worthy of the contract, probably to go down with another injury after that. I don't even want to go down that path with Gabe Vincent. From what I understand, he don't want to be here anyway. So this is mutual. We can get you up out of here quick. And this is how. So that's what came to mind. It's a lot going out. It's a lot coming in. Maybe the Lakers don't need Alex Caruso coming back. Maybe the Bulls don't put him on the table, as to which we can remove some of that stuff we're sending out for salary. $10 million worth of salary doesn't have to go out. Maybe we can keep D'Lo, that kind of thing. Keep D'Lo out of that trade and send him somewhere else in a different trade. Give them Gabe Vincent, give them Rui Hachimura, give them, and that maybe that can be it or something. I don't know. For Zach LaVine's contract. But they definitely taking Gabe. If I'm doing that deal, Chicago doesn't get to move Zach LaVine until Gabe is going back to Chicago or in a 3-team trade somewhere else. He's not. Gabe Vincent's out if I'm running things. I'm not going to have that on my books. And that's really how I look at it, man. That's how I look at it. I do think we need to upgrade our center position, but I'm not opposed to keeping both of those centers we're not using very much. I think center depth is underrated. I don't need to get rid of Jackson Hayes. I don't think he's that great of a player, but I also don't want to lose the depth that I have. I want to add to that depth. Because the point is we don't have enough centers. You got 3, one of which you don't use because you got them in the G League. And AD, I'm not counting him. We're talking about depth. So Jackson Hayes, Christian Wood, and third center, who's better than both of them. That works for me. More so than sending both of them out and bringing back one center. Now we only got 2 centers. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm worried the Lakers are going to do. So make sure I have center depth is what I'm saying. From what I understand, the Lakers are talking about speed and athleticism as a priority. And this team who can't seem to beat the Sacramento Kings because De'Aaron Fox keeps scoring 40 on us. I agree with the need for that. But we got to make sure that we understand not to forget about the other element, which is most important, with shooting the ball. We only have one pure shooter on the team, and he's somebody that we don't want to use too much, who's going to be expiring at the end of the year. We would probably be best for shipping out because of it, so we don't lose him for nothing, in Taurean Prince. So, Taurean's going to be shipped out too. I know there's going to be some people who are not going to be happy about that, but if the Lakers are paying attention to what's necessary, you ship him out too. Because at the end of the day, you didn't sign him to a 2-year deal, which means he could sign with somebody else. And judging by how well he's playing for us, he's probably going to get it back from somebody. Phoenix or somebody going to pay him. So you'd be wise not to even let it go down that path and let him walk for nothing if he does have some value, which I think we've played up his value quite a bit the way he's been shooting the last couple of weeks. You ship him out too. And I know he's a serviceable player. He's been helping us in that starting lineup, blah, 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 yakety smackety. Send him out while he has value. He's healthy, and you don't want to wait until he's not to wish you did. Send him out. So, yeah, man, I'm moving on from stuff. I kid you not. The Lakers are not good enough. I'm okay with that, accepting that. That's not hurtful to me. These players are tradable. Let's upgrade, man. Let's upgrade. Give me some more shooters. Get rid of some expiring contracts. D'Lo, get him out of here because he's going to be up for it. Signing with somebody else next year. Either that or he's going to play so terrible that we're going to be able to get him for a discount again. And I don't want to go down either one of those paths. I don't want to go down either one of those paths. If we send him out and let him figure himself out somewhere else. Yeah, that's how I look at that. Gabe Vincent out. I'd love to keep Rui, but the salary is probably what's most attractive for a lot of people. Because otherwise, they're going to be asking for Austin Reeves. I'm not doing that. But if we can keep Rui out of these trades while still getting significantly better, I'd be very pleased with that. Because I think the size really helps us. The bigger we are, the better. So if you can just very simply keep him out of those trades and somehow get all this done, that's a home run. But I don't know that would be possible. If you were going up against me and I was GM of another team, it wouldn't be. Give me Rui Hachimura. You ain't going to give me Austin Reeves. Give me the other good contract that you just signed. So I can see Rui. Plus Rui, if I'm him, I want to go somewhere else anyway, man. I'm tired of being utilized this way if I'm him. Coach want to give me 15 minutes, only want to play me a lot of minutes when I'm cold. You know what I mean? That kind of crap. When he's on fire, he's sitting. When he's cold, he's out there. He's probably best in a situation where coach knows how to utilize him much better. He really is. But you're going to miss the size. One of the reasons why he's such an important player is because you have that size mismatch. You got Bron, AD, all these different guys that are big, you can just go out there and match up against teams that are tinier than you and rebound them over them and do all kinds of stuff. But Darvin ain't taking advantage of that any damn way. So it's kind of how I look at it. He should have been started Rui. But it is what it is, man. These are the type of things that we're considering today. So as the trade rumors continue to heat up and we starting to get more information on what the Lakers are looking for, what rhetoric is out there being floated around by Woj and stuff like that about what we want and what we're up to, it gives me a kind of under the tea leaves, so to speak, to read. We can kind of form opinions around those tea leaves and what we think is possible. I do think the Lakers may be looking at some people we have no idea about that are not in trade rumors, because at the end of the day, that's how Rob Pelinka has been able to execute trades. While everybody's talking about getting this guy, this guy, this guy, next thing you know, you got that guy, that guy, that guy, and you're way happier than what those rumors were. So that's kind of been his MO. We didn't know Vanderbilt was on the way. We didn't even have Vanderbilt in our mind, and he found a way to get Vando. We didn't even know Rui was even out there available for us, and he found a way to get Rui. So if that continues to be the trend, I expect for us to be seeing some names that we don't even know are coming on the books. But that's what it's about, man. We got to get better. We got to get better now, man. We got to get better. This Boston game just showed me exactly how far behind teams we are. And Gabe Vincent's knee injury has made it very clear that it's even more important that we move contracts. Particularly is get that thing out of here, man. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with that, man. As far as everything else, man, we're ready for the game tonight against the Charlotte Hornets. Of course, I made a video for that for you guys about 15 minutes ago. It should have been uploaded, and I encourage everybody to go check that out. The game's at 7:30 tonight here in LA. And yeah, man, we'll keep our ear to the street. I don't expect any trades to be made right away or nothing like that. I don't expect anything to be trickled in anytime soon. But guys are starting to have conversations behind the scenes and forming visions for what it is they want to do. And so I don't expect Gabe Vincent to be back before the trade deadline. So we're going to have to trade him injured, which means it's going to cost us something we don't want, which is another reason why I want to throw him in the Chicago trade if for some reason we do pull the trigger on Zach LaVine, because I don't want to go forward with that contract and then find out I got to give up Max Christie in order to get it off my books. Absolutely not. So that's kind of how I'm looking at that. I don't want nobody sitting up here saying, well, if you want to get rid of him, you got to give me a young player. No. Find a team that don't have no leverage and force them to take him. That's how you do that. So that's what I'm looking at, man. Hope everybody's having a great day. Stay far away from Bogdanovich in Detroit. I know we've been rumored to want him. He can't guard anybody. I've been listening to Detroit podcasts even more so than I've been listening to Laker podcasts. And the one thing that people are saying about him is he can't guard anybody right now. He is not who he was last year. His production has fallen off a cliff. Don't offer any trade equity or young players for that man whatsoever, LA. Do not do it. I know we wanted him last year. This is this year. No. Let them suffer with him by themselves. We ain't doing that. Because they too much rumbling about, oh, we want Rui Hachimura. Yeah, people in hell want water. We ain't giving it to them, and we're not giving it to you, Detroit. Stay away. Unless you want to give us Cade Cunningham. BDO 44. I thank you all for watching. Wow.